So far, we have talked about the definition of inequality, how inequality is measured, and the main trends of income and wealth inequality in the US. And now we are going to talk about global inequality in this section. So, some of the things to note about global inequality in broad sense is that there is growing inequality in many countries globally. So it's not only the trend is not evident only in the United States, but across the globe in many countries the inequality with respect to income and wealth as well as other broad criteria of education and health is growing. And if we place United States in the broader context of other countries and compare it to other countries, in economic inequality in US is greater than any other developed countries, both in terms of income inequality as well as in terms of wealth inequality. And that's what this next point says, that the wealth inequality and very low mobility is one of the characteristics of inequality in United States as compared to other countries. And economic inequality is highest in some Latin American and African countries including Brazil, South Africa, Lesotho and Colombia. So, if we look at this graph, which gives us the income Gini coefficient for select countries, we find that Gini coefficient for the United States is higher than that of all other major industrialized or developed countries, signifying that US has a higher level of income inequalities. So, if you look at this graph, US US income Gini coefficient is greater than UK, Germany, Sweden, Finland, all the developed nations in this graph. And Lesotho with a Gini coefficient of 0.63 has the highest degree of income inequality of any countries, and Finland with the Gini coefficient of 0.21 has the lowest level of income inequality. And the patterns across geographic regions are fairly consistent. Latin American countries, for example, tend to have relatively high degree of inequality. Um, in addition to Brazil and Colombia, Haiti, Guatemala, Panama and Chile all have Gini coefficient which are above 0.50. And remember that Gini coefficient, as I've said before, a Gini coefficient of 0 means absolute equality, and as Gini coefficient goes up, it means increasing inequality, and a Gini coefficient of 1 means absolute inequality, right? So, in Asian countries, in contrast, appear by this measure to be more economically equal. Look at India, and what is not shown in this is Pakistan. So, South Asian countries as well as Asian countries are better off than at least Latin American countries. And most countries in Asian continent have a Gini coefficient of 0.3 to 0.4, and sub-Saharan Africa appears to have greatest variability, where South Africa and Lesotho has a Gini coefficient of 0.63, while Ethiopia, which is also part of the sub-Saharan Africa, is the Gini coefficient is 0.33. Another graph which focuses on the global inequality is this graph, of which gives you the median net worth per adult across selected countries for 2006. And what we see is that about 90%, if we look globally, what we find is that 90% of the world's wealth is held by the richest 10%. And further, if we go on the top of this pyramid, at the top 1% of the total population, actually top 1% own half of the world's wealth. wealth. And these estimates also suggest that the world's wealth has becoming less concentrated prior to global financial crisis in 2008, but since then it has risen even more, and there is a concentration of wealth at the top of the pyramid, right? And if we look at these select countries, median wealth levels vary considerably across countries. We find that Switzerland has the highest median net worth per adult, and the median adult in Japan and United Kingdoms has more than $100,000 in net assets. In United States, in comparison, we find we have a modest median net worth of around 45,000, and US ranks 27th globally behind countries such as Spain, Israel, Greece. However, the United States has a high average net worth of about 3,000 45,000 uh, per adult. So here we rank fourth globally. So the largest difference between median and average net worth in the US illustrates there is high degree of wealth inequality. It indicates that a few very wealthy people have all the wealth concentrated with them, and that kind of raises the average wealth considerably. But within the country of US, the top, as we saw, that the top wealth concentration and the bottom wealth concentration, and the difference is huge. And there is one report which kind of gives you free access to all this data about wealth inequality around the world, and we will see a small video that illustrates that.